Welcome back, my balance pile. So we're going to continue your reading here. If you're just hopping on now, the beginning of this reading is on my Instagram channel, just so you know. We're going to roll again for signs and things to look out for if you were to fall off of your path towards accomplishing this change. Then we're going to go into when you're close to accomplishing this task, or you've accomplished this task of change that you're wanting in your life. We're going to look at the energy that is leaving, the current energy, and the energy that is coming in. And then we'll give you a guidance card to close it off. But keep the thoughts in your mind of your original question as we roll for signs to look out for if you fall off your path. Okay. We have 11, 10, 5, and 3. I'm going to put these at the bottom so you can see. 11, 10, 5, and 3. Okay, let's get a look. So these are the cards, or the messages. Of course, I will read them to you again. Some of the actions that might be included in what you might see or feel if you fall off the path are fire ruby. I'll read it and then I'll give you my interpretation of what I think might be a good balance, or a good reference to your applicable question. Fire ruby. Act as one who has attained the sacred fire ruby and knows that you are in complete harmony with what you should be doing to realize your goal. Continue on your present course of action, for all is going exactly as it should be. Fire's faith in action, and so let go of all limiting doubts by eliminating any distractions between you and what you are doing. You are a human being. You are the direct experience of your life, and only by so doing do you truly partake of its fullness. What I'm getting when it comes to the action-based part of your question, if you were to fall off the path, it's making me feel, again, not to get consumed by this want for the change, to not allow yourself to get distracted and allow doubt to creep in, to remind yourself that you are that sacred fire, to not be consumed by it, but you are a part of it, which is the want, right? That want to have that change now. Okay, let's go into the ideas that you should keep in mind, or that might pop up for you if you were to fall off your path. Flight. Be aware that you must take flight and soar beyond where you now find yourself, either physically, mentally, or both. You must put distance between yourself and the situation you desire to change because you are too close to be effective. So close that you may actually be denying that which is true. Your upwardly mobile movement will give you a more comprehensive overview and greater perspective. For beyond the reach of any limiting factors, you will be able to take all relevant facts into account. Again, step away. Do not be consumed by this want for change. Allow the natural process and the flow of things to happen. Balance and temper that energy. Some of the emotions you might feel or may pop up is waterfall. You will see the stately river face off the crest of the waterfall and be suddenly transformed into a delightfully playful cascade, a marvel of sight and sound to gladden our heart. So joy comes into our lives as the counterbalance to the sorrow that is an equally natural phenomenon in a world where time and space rule. Pleasurable sensations seem to be the very reason life is worth living, but can only be enjoyed to the full when directly experienced as they are, and neither analyzed nor clung to. Again, do not let it consume you. It is the same message. You will know you're off path if you are over-obsessing, over-analyzing, overthinking, over-judging, over-clinging, not allowing things to unfold for the options or the choices or the possibilities to be available. And the next step is garden. You will know the beauty of the garden, and there, almost hidden by the flowers, you will find that your path divides into 2 or is it 3 footpaths. You will have many beautiful choices, but you will have to choose from these equally attractive trails. It will not be an easy task, for only one may be the right way for you to go. Let your personal taste guide you in your choice, for your reactions to color, shape, and smells of the various plants can lead you to your goal better than any map or decision based upon logic. So again, if you get too caught up in your head, when these opportunities, like I said, once you allow yourself to go with the flow, pathways open up for you, and now you're going to have a plethora of options to choose from instead of this one that you were so heavily clinging on to. But this has to be based on something that attracts you for real, from your heart based. Pay attention to the color, shapes, and smells. Use that to help you make that decision. As a reminder. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so let's go into some cards. I'm going to take 3 of the Prism Oracle cards. So there's 2 on the floor that fell. Okay, my beautiful balance pile. This is going to be the energy that's leaving. This is the current energy, meaning once this task is accomplished, this is where we're at, right? And that will be the energy that you're moving into. Such a long way to explain. And then 2 cards came out for your guidance card at the end. Okay, so the energy that will be leaving once you're close to or you've accomplished the goal. Yes, that's the rejection is leaving. That's right. The obstacles, the having to fight, the balance will be restored. That is the energy of leaving. Anything that you've been rejected from, people, ideas, it feels like opportunities will open up, but you have to allow yourself to go with this flow. Oh, that's awesome. The energy that you'll be in. Oh, yeah. A place of growth. Of course you will be, because there's, as the garden said, that multiple choices. Is there 2 paths? Is there 3-foot paths? You'll have multiple opportunities for growth because the rejection will be no more. No more. And the energy you'll be moving into. I love that. Oh, beautiful. Cleanse. It'll just be a cleansing, pure, clean time, It's like, it feels like ease, that flow. You found the flow. But I feel like you found it before this garden, or else this garden energy would not have come up. So if you ever find yourself, which again is natural, especially if you're in this energy of wanting it, you're gonna find yourself here at some point. I'm sorry to say, the path of in the process of if you fall off your path, so to speak, even though you never really fall off the path. The point is that this is a particular lesson, and this is how you will navigate through that particular lesson. Once you get out of that, when you're close to accomplishing this change in your life, that's the question that you asked for, rejections, any type of rejections will be leaving. You'll be in a state, a mental and physical state of growth. You'll feel clean, is what I'm getting. Like, I'm getting like the fresh sheets. It's one of my favorites. That's why they're giving it to me. The fresh sheets. When you go into fresh sheets and your body and you just finished a shower, it's the best feeling. So that's the kind of comfort I'm getting, relaxation, ease. I've worked for this. I've worked for my growth. I can chill the F out. I love that. And then your Archangel energy to close off your reading. You frickin' do have magic. You have Merlin, Alchemy, Magician, and Manifestation. Fucking right. Oh yeah, and then Archangel Metatron, Spiritual Power, Esoteric Wisdom, Sacred Geometry. Just because I got these cards today, I'm going to read the little oracle passage in the book for you guys. So for Merlin, it says, you have the power to alchemize the situation. Use the tools and skills you have at your disposal to create the outcome you most desire. This is what that's what you're doing. You end up manifesting this growth, which ends up bringing in this empowerment, this esoteric wisdom, this cleansing, this spiritual power. Metatron says it is time to step into your own true spiritual power. There it is. And that's what you'll be doing. So know that regardless, like I said, there's no really falling off the path. It's just if you just choose to take the long way home, in other words, this is what you will encounter. It doesn't mean that you will not get to your goal. And obviously, as you can see, you obviously do. But you have to allow yourself to temper out this fire ruby energy and allowing yourself to take a step back and not getting too consumed by the changes that you're wanting. And how it comes and when it comes is what I'm getting. And to close off your reading, my beautiful balance, the bottom of the deck energy of the Prism Oracle is trust. That's right. Trust. Trust that this is coming in for you. That's right. Trust. Trust in your process. Trust in the process, I should say. This feels annoying me. Trust in your own magic. Trust in your own wisdom. Trust in the growth that is coming. Visualize that growth for yourself. Alchemize it like Merlin would. And underneath the deck of the Archangels, you have Archangel Shamuel. Unconditional love. Excuse me, I'm covering my hands. Unconditional love, heart healing, and self-love. What more could you ask for? You know, all the goodness. Almost a full rainbow of colors here. You know, it's so beautiful. It's so beautifully rich. Okay, my beautiful balance pile. I hope that was fun and helpful and gave you some insight into what you'd like to change in your life. Please leave a like, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Really helps out my channel. Since I'm super new, please share if you like. Anyways, I love you. I'm sending you so much love. Keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Happy holidays. Ciao. Welcome back, my love pile. If you're joining us now just for the first time, the beginning of this reading is on my Instagram channel, which is also listed in the description below. So go have that a look. Go have a look if you feel the need. Okay, so my love pile, we're now going into if you were to fall off your path, which again, I just need to say there's no really falling off the path. If you end up falling off the path, some of the things that you need to look out for, guidance to remember, etc. That's that we're going to roll the dice for one more of these. And then we're going to go into the energies once you've accomplished your task of whatever it is you'd like to change in your life. Or when you're really close to accomplishing that goal. We're going to go into the energies that will be leaving, the current energy you'll be in, and the energies that will be entering during that period, and then some Archangel guidance cards to close off your reading. Okay, my beautiful love pile, let's give it a roll. Think about that original question about how you want to change, how you'd like to change that part of your life. All right. We have 3, 11, 5, and 10. All right, let's give it a look. Okay, love pile, these are the cards, or these are the numbers you got. This is the messages. Obviously, I will read them to you in a second. You can pause it if you like. So, signs or feelings or things you might want to do or might be happening if you were to fall off the path, or if you get doubtful or start to self-sabotage. You have lightning. Act as a bolt of lightning whose brilliant spark releases the atmosphere's charged tensions in a concentrated burst. Quickly shake things up and try something bold, new, and out of the blue. Let neither conventionality nor the fear of reversing yourself restrain you. Watch through your mind's eye for signs of the creative accidents of thought we call inspiration. Let imagination take you across the universe or across the room, for the gold you seek is where you find it. So what I'm getting most prominently when it comes to this change that you want in your life, and if you were to fall off this path, it feels like to embrace what I say, embrace your awkward, or allow yourself to go against the grain. Trust in your weirdness is what I want to say. There's something really beautiful about your unconventionality. about the way that you view and see things, how you move about in the world. There's something very beautiful and authentic about that. And if you're feeling that you need to like alter your actions in any way, meaning like you need to if you're feeling the need to have to alter so much of your personality to be liked, in a sense, is the example they're giving me, this is the reminder. Enjoy and embrace that awkward. Let your imagination take you across the universe or across the room, for the gold you seek is where you find it as soon as you embrace your true authenticity. That's what I'm getting. Some of the ideas or thoughts that could pop up or things to be aware of. Flock. Be aware that you must add to your alchemy process the great instinctual organizational ability which allows the flock of birds to successfully navigate their long migratory voyages. This seemingly effortless teamwork is the result of all participants taking care of the details that are a function of their individual position. Be patient with yourself and others, for every flock needs time after it takes off before it is able to assemble, all involved into the most efficient pattern for flight. What I'm really getting, because they keep bringing me back to love. I feel like you guys may have been asking about love, primarily about love. And I'm feeling like you feel like you haven't found your person or your people or your flock. You know, love in friendships, love in family, love in a romantic sense. Again, keep that freak flag out, because that person and people will come to flock to you, which will create this beautiful symmetry and tribal vibration that feels very home to you. And I feel like it'll be like an abundance of gratitude, and almost I heard like, thank God I waited. That's what I just heard. You know, that's the point. So remind yourself to be patient. Okay. Some of the emotions that might come up or stir up in you if you were to self-doubt, self-sabotage, feel like you're falling off track. You will see the stately river face off the crest of the waterfall and be suddenly transformed into a delightfully playful cascade. A marvel of sight and sound to gladden our heart. So joy comes into our lives as a counterbalance to the sorrow that is an equally natural phenomenon in this world where time and space rule. Pleasurable sensations seem to be the very reason life is worth living, but can only be enjoyed to the full when directly experienced as they are, and neither analyzed nor clung to. So release. It's releasing the expectation of... It's not even an expectation, it's like the wanting. Release that wanting to fit in. Oh man, I know that's so hard, and it depends on where you're at when you're in your own, personal growth and friendship dynamics and family dynamics. It's like, that's hard. I understand that because I was there, but it really is a matter of that cliche of let that freak flag fly so your other freaks can find you. It's because without you shining, they're gonna flock somewhere else, so to speak, because they can't see that lightning that you are. Don't cling to any ideas, any preconceived ideas or old ideas about yourself or about how love can come in, for example, if this is about love, or how this change can come in, since that's what we're really talking about here. Okay, and your next steps, or where this will lead you to, regardless, like we said, it inevitably will still lead you to where you need to be, So the next steps will be the castle. Your journey will lead to the castle, built upon the solid rock of your highest principles and able to withstand any challenges that may come. You will enjoy the rare gift of experiencing what you have desired and worked for. Rarer still, you will have the wisdom to be completely satisfied and thankful for your good fortune. Oh yeah. No matter how it seems to others or even to you, you have earned this time of success. Compassion and generosity will keep the respect and admiration of others from turning into envy. And that's it. because of that hard work, because of that dedication, because you chose, if you choose to, as a reminder, if you choose to allow you that, like I said, that free flag to fly, you will allow yourself to get to this castle, to this happy ending, so to speak, of what you're seeking when it comes to, in my opinion, emotional matters. But regardless, in how you'd like to create this change in your life. Oh, that's awesome. Amazing. Okay, so now we're going to go into some cards, and we're going to look into, once this task is accomplished or close to accomplished, the energies that will be leaving, the current energy that you'll be in, and the energies that will be entering your life at that time. Gonna take 3 cards. Oh man, that's so funny. When you see the card, I will explain. And then for your angel cards, we're gonna get 1. I will honor if more come out, of course. Okay, so let's see what the energies are leaving. The energies that are leaving is the surrender. Let me say this. This is for all of you. I'm not even going to say for some. This is for all of you. What energies are leaving is you surrendering to something less than you are. Feeling less than you are. Feeling like you're not deserving of this, or that you can't find this. You know, this emotional abundance and happiness. Your herd, your tribe, your union, your partner, your family. That's what I feel like that is. That came out real strong. The energy you'll be in. Yeah, consciousness. Fully present, fully aware, understanding where this was important. Where letting go of this old version of you is crucial and critical for this change to happen in your life. I don't feel like this is going to be an easy transition. Of course not. Like, I understand that, and it's you're gonna tussle with it. I feel like you are gonna tussle with it. I don't know why the circles are making me feel that. It's like this connectivity to that surrender, and this consciousness is sort of like feeling separated for some reason. And I feel like you're trying to understand something about why you think that way, or why you have thought that way. Once you're getting close to accomplishing this goal, you'll be really, really in that contemplative mood. Entering your life, why I giggled, because when the card dropped on the floor, frustration, it's exactly what I was like, oh man! And that's what's entering, is frustration, which I think ties into what I was talking about with you trying to understand where these, where you picked up these character associations, you know? How you allowed yourself to feel like the outcast. Did I keep myself there? Was I genuinely that person? Did I identify with the outcasts more? Is that still more relevant, for my personality and character now? Is it hindering me now? Has it been? And then I think you'll come to this realization of what you feel you might need to change or curb or alter or change, like we talked about, and or the things that you'll embrace and keep and honor and trust. And I also, like when I said that you'll be tossing, and that's what that square peg into a round hole, like you kept trying to fit in, like I kept saying, like this misfit energy, you kept trying to fit in. I feel like you'll still be tossing back and forth to try and get into this, which is why I feel there's that disconnect in the consciousness. That's interesting. But this is, you're trying to get to this castle, right? And this is about the understanding, and this is if you self-sabotage, start to overthink, but there's always realizations within this. Okay, amazing. What archangel advice do you have? Do they have for you? Goddess Kuan Yin, compassion, kindness, divine mercy. And that's kindness for yourself. Compassion for yourself. Forgiveness for yourself. With others, with how you're going through this process, be gentle, my loves. Okay, underneath your deck energy is confidence. That's right. Keep building that confidence in yourself. Look at her. She's got it going on. Kuan Yin don't play. She knows her worth. Gentle and compassionate and loving. And then we have Archangel Zadkiel. Mercy again. Violet flame and transmutation. You have divine mercy and mercy here. So you have extra forgiveness for yourself, my loves. Interesting. They're bringing me back to culture and to customs and traditions and ways of being. Each culture has their certain forms of expectations and tradition, and obedience is the word. And I feel that you have been diluting, hiding, trying to fit a peg into a circle. And that's about your personality. And that's part of your culture, part of the way you were raised, part of your upbringing. They're asking you to shine, my friend, my lovely pile. So regardless of what your actual culture is, they just brought me to this, and they brought me to Asian culture, and they're referencing the obedience and the expectation of family and what you do with family, what your educational expectations are. There is a stereotype for reasons for all of us, my race included, my culture included. So this is a download, so please take this as it resonates. Okay, woo. All right, my lovelies, I hope that was helpful. I hope that extra bit of push at the end from Spirit and Universe is letting you know that it's okay to break free. Break that chain, change the patterns, make your own lineage, take what you need, shine. Be that lightning bolt that you are. Give that kindness back to yourself. Okay, beauty. That was long. I love you. I hope that was so helpful. Please let me know. Leave a comment, a like, subscribe if you feel so inclined. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, this is Lotus. Happy holidays. Ciao. Welcome back, my resilience pile. So if you're just joining us now, the beginning of this reading is on my Instagram channel. You can go check that out. The link will be in the description box below. If you are coming back, beautiful resilience, let's go into if you fall off your path, which doesn't exist, just if you end up self-sabotaging or doubts start to creep in or outside influences start to weigh heavy on you, some of the things to look out for, to be mindful of, possible actions to take or to retreat. Then we'll go into, once you have accomplished this task of changing whatever it is that you like to change, or you've gotten close to accomplishing it, we're going to look into the energies that will be leaving during that time, the current energy you'll be in, and the energies that will be entering your life, plus an Archangel guidance card for closing the reading. Okay, all right, my resilience pile, let's give it a roll. Think about the original question as I give it a roll. We have 3, 12, 11 again, and 7. 3, 12, 11, and 7. Let's give it a look. Okay, my resilience pile, these are your cards. So, actions you should think about if these creep up, or to remind yourself of, that might throw you off your path. Lightning. Act as a bolt of lightning whose brilliant spark releases the atmosphere's charged tension in a concentrated burst. Quickly shake things up and try something bold, new and out of the blue. Let neither conventionality nor the fear of reversing yourself restrain you. Watch through your mind's eye for signs of the creative accidents of thought we call inspiration. Let imagination take you across the universe or across the room, for the gold you seek is where you find it. So my resilience pile, again, keep pushing forward. In other words, be that lightning bolt. Do not let conventionality or fear get in your way. Use that inspiration as your resilience. Some of the thoughts to keep in mind if you find yourself overwhelmed. Angel, Be aware that behind you stands an angel patiently waiting for you to surrender your prideful desire to resist contributions from sources outside of yourself. Oh. Your alchemy process can include the gift of grace from the highest source if you have faith that receiving aid that is beyond your control does not imply your failure. Faith requires great bravery, for it requires you to let go of your beliefs, open your mind to the truth, whatever it may be, and not fear the unknown. So do not fear not knowing where this may lead when you find yourself overwhelmed or stressed or overthinking. Continue with that resilience. Some of the emotions that might pop up for you. Snowflake. Know that the freezing, which we talked about already, but we'll read it again. Snowflake. Know that the freezing cold that encourages an individual drop of water to crystallize into a unique snowflower. Snowflake also causes it to separate itself from amongst its peers and drift onto its own for a time. So comes the apparent coolness of emotional detachment into our experience as a necessary defense against our emotions, natural tendencies to overwhelm us. From this unclouded viewpoint, we can make purely logical decisions. Just as the snowflakes fall ends in reunion, we will later return to emotional lust. We drift into apathy. Allow yourself to drift. And I also feel like there's a possibility of a loner phase during this, which is why you're being called for this resilience. It's going to feel like you're doing a lot of this on your own, that you've been fighting this, or you already feel like this now. You've been fighting this battle and you just want this to be done. When is this going to change? They're letting you know, keep that spark alive. We have got you. We're supported. Remember, you will come back to this union. Right now, you have to do this journey, apparently looking on your own, but that footprints poem is coming into my head. It is then when I held you, when you only saw one set of footprints in the sand. That's what I'm getting, or one set of footprints in the snow. Oh, okay. So the next steps, or things to look out for, to be encouraged by, again, no matter what happens, right? The path will always lead you to where you need to be. Sometimes we just take the long way there. So we have the bridge. By diligently adhering to your plan, your process will lead you to the merciful assistance of the bridge. Yes! Your efforts will be rewarded with the possibility of reducing the amount of time and energy necessary to effect your desired transformation. To make sure you will be able to traverse all obstacles. Do not expect your opportunity to arrive in any preconceived form and time. Again, it feels that's the alone time I feel like I was feeling. Generous offers of aid and support can only be used to their maximum benefit by those who have prepared to do without them. And that's the resilience. Oh man, it's all so fitting. I love that. So remind yourself about this light at the end of the tunnel. When things get dark, you are that spark within. You are being supported and held. You will return to this place of peace and ease. But right now, it is about the process. And it's about the plan, that you stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to go into the energies that will be leaving your current and future energies, or the energies you'll be moving into, let's say. Oh man, every group fall on the floor. Grab it in a second. And then we'll get you some guidance. There it is. Okay, beauty. What energies will be leaving once you're close to accomplishing this task or have accomplished it? Rest. Yes, that relief. That, I can let go of this holding on, this strength that I've had to endure, this battle I've had to endure, I should say, and the strength I've had to encompass or had to embody. Oh, that's great. The energy that you'll be in. Oh, fuck yeah. Comfort. Oh man, that's beautiful. You'll just be like, again, resting, easy, comfortable, relaxed. Vacation is what I'm getting. And the energy that will be coming in, you already got that though, but even more because you just had all of that resilience. I feel like it's going to be an understanding of how strong you actually are, of how special you feel, you know, to have accomplished this task. Whatever this is that you are needing that extra strength for, because they're giving you extra at the end. It's a big epiphany kind of moment. Oh, love that. And your archangel is Archangel Christiel. Higher consciousness, yep, light, and Christ light. That's an ascension, right? That's a leveling up. Again, I feel like that's a break. 7th dimension, I just heard. And I feel like during this time you will have better connection to your spirituality, to your atmosphere, to your surroundings. They're bringing me to this bridge. So it feels like you'll have a closer contact to your guides, or feel just more connected to nature, earth, whatever it is that you believe in. But there's a beautiful emergence of ease is what I'm getting after a very difficult and struggling period. Oh, amazing. But that feels good. Like I feel like relieved, like I have a release in my chest, you know? Beautiful. Underneath the deck energy for the Prism Oracle is the surrender. Yeah, it's the surrender. And that surrender has included that surrender comes with that rest, that comfort, that strength, that higher consciousness, that light, that opening, that light again. And underneath the Archangel deck you have Archangel Uriel. Talk about illumination, right? Inner power, ideas into form. Beautiful. And that is what you have done because of that resilience. Your ideas will literally have fully formed. Yeah, you'll totally be loving your life. Like that's exactly what it feels like, loving your life fully. I'm going to read a little passage because this deck is new for me. I just got it today. So for Archangel Uriel, it's time to take action on the divine guidance you have been receiving. And this will be in this surrender, right? And this is what I was talking about, that connection to spirit, to source, to nature. And there's going to be a new set of skills that you've probably acquired during this resilient time, that you've gained the strength to be able to go to the next step, to level up. Oh, I love that. That's so good. Okay, my beautiful resilience pile. I hope that was helpful. Like and subscribe if you feel inclined. Please follow or share. That'd be great. To help me get some traction on this YouTube thingamajigger. Yeah, so I am sending you all my love. Keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. I hope you have a great holiday. Till next time, ciao. Welcome back, my awakening pile. So if you're just joining us, the beginning of this reading is on my Instagram channel. The link is in the description box below. If not, if you don't feel like you need it, welcome. So we are now looking into if you end up falling off of your path on your way to making this change in your life, some of the things that you can look out for, to be wary of, to be mindful of, to remind yourself of. Just a reminder that there is no falling off the path, of course. It is when you have self-sabotage, when it gets overwhelming, when you start to overthink. That's usually the feeling of being lost, yes? So that's the idea. So we're still gonna roll one more. Then we're gonna go into, once this change has been accomplished, or you're really close to accomplishing this change, what are the energies that will be leaving, the current energy you'll be in, and the energies that will be entering your life, and then an angel card for your guidance at the end. All right, so think about your question while we roll and see what Spirit wants to say. All right, we got 12, 3, 9, and 8. Oops, 8 and then 9. we go. Alright, Awakening Pile, these are your messages. You can pause here if you like, but I am going to read them to you. So some of the actions or the energies that you might feel to do or want to do or might creep up, you have the smoke. Act as an all-concealing smoke whose veil hides that which must be kept from eyes not ready to see. Slow down your fire's rage and wait to see what will happen. So keep its glowing embers smoldering so that you may rekindle the flames later when the time is right. Till then, withdraw your energies, and if others think they see unnecessary delay, weakness, or even retreat, remember that sometimes things are not what they seem. Keep your appearances and your true intentions secret for now. It is a time of silence and illusion. So you gotta repeat. And that is a double confirmation of keeping it quiet. No matter what, keep it quiet. I suppose what they're saying then, if you end up getting overthinking or off trail, you might be oversharing, which might be allowing too many other influences or opinions in that will skew you off of your path of what you've been working on this awakening. So to keep it concealed, that's the reminder. So some of the thoughts that might pop up are things to be mindful of. Weather vane. Be aware that your alchemy process is going to keep you quite busy, emulating the functional artistry and craftsmanship of the venerable weather vane. Your ability to stay flexible will be tested as both the course of action you have chosen and the resistance to its progress are forced to change direction in an unpredictable fashion. You will be challenged to work continuously, keeping your information current while at the same time focusing mainly upon what your most recent information has shown you to be true. Stay the path is what I'm getting, especially with that weather vane. Stay the path. Keep what you're learning quiet. Focus on what you know to be true in your present. Keep it contained. Some of the emotions that might pop up for you during this time, if you end up falling off or feeling distracted or overwhelmed. Swamp. Are you one of the few who can pass through the swamp without fear? Beneath the fetid, stagnant waters, decomposing plant life provides a rich breeding ground for the infinite number of strange organisms at the bottom of the food chain, which sustain us all. Feelings of anxious self-doubt caused by our encounters with our ever-present shadow side can weaken resolve and poison our relationships with suspicion. Until we feel that we can grow even more inclusive of our experience, we will be afraid. So, interesting that they're asking you to keep it concealed. And I feel that this keep it concealed right now is for you to gain this confidence that is needed. The doubt that inevitably will probably creep in. The understanding that all is one, one is all. For how do you find that common ground within this new spiritual insight? Where this will inevitably progress, of course, because no matter how you choose to go on this path, it will always lead you to where you need to lead. We sometimes just take the long way home. So we have mountains. After a difficult climb, you will reach a mountain's top, the goal you have desired and worked for. Your victory may be satisfying and long-lasting. Yes, the view from the mountaintop will be vast and beautiful, but will include many mountains that are higher and seem more worthy of your attention. You may succeed, but then feel you dislike where you find yourself and even fear you have climbed the wrong mountain. Until you learn how to enjoy fully the present moment, you condemn yourself to a life of longing for what is not, and this is why the swamp is here. And this is why the weather vane is here, is for you to really own and hone in on your own self-worth and confidence within this process of whatever you're wanting to change. Because you want to be able to appreciate this. This is why this needs to be contained. It needs to be fully understood, fully integrated, fully embodied, fully visceral. Amazing. Okay, let's see Once you've accomplished this task or you've gotten real close, what energies will be leaving? What current energy will you be in? And what are the energies that will be entering your life? This is the Prism Oracle. We're going to take 3 cards. Oh, that was quick. As with every pile, everybody who picked whatever angel card has been very fitting on whatever messages have come up. So it does feel like you're on some sort of spiritual journey and spiritual quest. And your perspective and your views may not be fully understood or integrated enough for you to be able to communicate them as clearly as you would like for you to be taken or heard more fully, is what I guess I'm getting. It doesn't mean that knowledge isn't there, it's just something still needs to be fully grasped so you don't fall down to a place that keeps you in that doubt, that swamp, you know? So you're learning how to navigate the swamp right now, which is the emotions part of what came through. And right now your actions need to be full Houdini. Okay, your angel card. Alright, 2 came out for you. Same for group 1. Okay, let's see what energies will be leaving. Intuition. I feel that you're not gonna be doubting. That's what I heard. I'm no longer doubting my intuition. I'm no longer doubting the things that I know and believe and trust in and what I've worked on behind the scenes, cultivating what I needed to cultivate. Beautiful. The current energy you'll be in. Yeah, because you'll be in that magical flow. So perfect, you know? That will be that current energy. This is what I mean. Like, you're letting go of not trusting this. Oh, that's awesome. The energies that will be entering your life. Determination. That's right. Determined now to go after the goals, succeed in your life, venture forth in the way that you'd like, journey towards the things that you want in your life, letting go of the things that you want to change. And speaking of that mountaintop, you know, that depiction here, I know it's really bright, but it's beauty. I love that for you, Awakening Pile. Yeah, trust that intuition, knowing that you are magic, determined to succeed. Your angel cards. We have Saint Bridget, passion, growth, and fire. That's it. That's that determination. That's exactly what you're on. That's what you're building within this smoke period, you know? That passion and growth. Then we have Horus, clear seeing, intentions, perspective. Gaining the perspective, clearly seeing who you are. Ready and determined with your intentions intact, your magic ready to go. Oh, yeah. Love that Awakening Pile. That just got me juiced up. Okay. Underneath your deck, yeah. This whole thing about faith, right? This is what this whole awakening process is for you. It's about faith that you know you will succeed, that you'll get to where you're wanting to, that desired mountaintop. Reminding yourself that you need to be grateful of it. Not that you wouldn't. Apparently this wants to be seen. Illumination, light. Yeah, you'll be stopping at that light. In other words, I know my path is what I heard. Speaking of light, underneath this deck, Archangel Christiel, higher consciousness, light, Christ light. It's exactly what we're saying here. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, my beautiful Awakening Pile, I hope that was helpful. Please give it a like, subscribe if you feel so inclined, share if you like, that'd be awesome. Leave me a comment. Oh, I would love that. Until next time, keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Happy holidays. This is Lotus. Ciao.